Hello and welcome. I'm here with the lead water filtration expert at Integrity Pure Newcastle and the host of the documentary Newcastles Tap Water. And we're also here with John. He was the producer of this documentary and also the lead researcher. What if the municipality, the water coming out of our taps, did not meet SANS 241? What then?
Well, there would probably be a lot of documents that were signed, that they are received by a lot of important people in the municipality. And there would be a lot of actions towards taking those people to justice. But we are still in South Africa, so that might just carry on long enough till the by-elections have passed again and there's new people that need to sign to receive the documents. So if it didn't meet the standard, well, it would probably just not meet the standard. And if it's not only for Newcastle, if enough people didn't, or enough municipalities didn't meet the standard, they would probably just put the standard up or bring the limits up so they can fall in. That happened with the matric pass rate, it seems.
If we can't meet it, just lower it.
Lower the quality.
But I think you definitely have a point regarding if it didn't meet the standard, then not much would happen. But effectively, what that would mean is that at this point in time, currently, they would be violating people's human rights. Because I actually can't remember 100% in which way this works. Is it the SANS 241 that says this, or does human rights say this? But those two things are linked to one another. The SANS 241 is what's provided as human right water. I don't know if that's stipulated in the SANS 241 itself, like this will be the quality for human rights, or if it's stipulated in the human rights that SANS 241 will be the standard. But the point is they'll be violating people's human rights, which sucks quite badly. But would anything actually happen about that? Well, I do have some information from a lawyer who phoned me. Very nice guy. He basically said the following to me. Basically said, if there's sewage running into the raw water source, the case is cut and dried against the municipality. It'll go to court and the municipality will lose and they'll be taken to task. I don't know what that means, but it means something.
But he has done it before and...
Yeah, and he's had success. However, if the problem is water quality at the tap, he says it's a far more difficult and complicated battle. He says the only time they've had success fighting that battle is when there's been business people or businesses behind them who could spend millions of rands on effectively doing the municipality's job for them and bringing the water up to standard and then claiming that money back from the municipality as their claim. And he says it's, if I understand correctly, which I could not be.
Oh, this was a telephone call.
Computer, yeah. But if I understand correctly, that's the problem, is that fighting that fight is, he says it's incredibly difficult.
Yeah, well, that brings me to my thought is we would have a much bigger task on our hands.
100%.
We would have a much bigger task and it would cost you more money because we've designed systems specifically for Newcastle's quality of water to give you healthy water from that. We do use those filters in some other applications, but where it does fit. But because we designed a filter specifically for Newcastle's quality of water, for drinking purposes in people's houses, we wanted to reduce the wastage of the water because some filters waste a hell of a lot of water. We wanted to reduce the cost. We wanted to reduce the space that it takes up in the cupboard. So it would probably cost more, it would probably waste more, and it would probably take more space. And it would cost you more money because more stuff costs more money and better stuff costs more money. So it would cost you more money and we would have to ask more money for better filters if it was not within the SANS 241, or rather the standard of the quality of water that it is at now.
Yeah.
We are constantly monitoring the water, following the trends, and making changes to these filter systems to accommodate, but it's minute changes that really take place. So that would probably change to more space, more wastage, more money, if it wasn't, if the quality wasn't met or regulated.
I think we'd probably, if our municipality consistently was producing water that was making people sick, I think we're brave enough that we would take on water distribution in our town, and we'd be like, how are we going to distribute water?
Stupid enough. Yeah. Yes.
Well, probably to some extent. We do at the water shop try and make very, very healthy water as convenient and cheap as possible for people, so they can have this access with us still actually being able to eat bread at the end of the month. So we are in that nature, and I'm blowing my own horn here, so I do apologize if it comes too strongly. But we probably go more in that direction of, because I set it on a mountaintop holding a selfie camera showing Newcastle in the background about 8 years ago and put it on social media, and I'll say it again today. We really, really, really care about people, and Newcastle is our home, and we care about the people in our home.
Yeah, for sure.
We love Newcastle. Man, if we are invested in Newcastle, we decided to grow a business here, and the only people ask us sometimes, well, some people ask us, why don't you have a water shop in Middelburg or Witbank where the water is so bad? We're like, well, there's definitely options there, but we are invested here, even though the water can be consumed. We are invested here because we believe there's a better yes, and we believe people should have healthy water, and this is our home where we take that hopefully to the rest of South Africa one day. Maybe hopefully my kids take over the family business. I can't do it my own. Has to carry on somewhere. But we invested here and we love this place, and we are grateful for what the municipality is doing and getting to us. We know there's been a lot of challenges down the line. There's been mistake after mistake after mistake, but there's been wins in between. We shouldn't forget that, and that's why we still have a very, very decent. If you're just moaning about Newcastle, take a road trip among South Africa. Take a road trip. It's we love this place.
I'm David, fellow director at Integrity Pure Newcastle, and that's us.